is the gentleman from New York, Mr. LaLota.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Admiral, thanks so much for being with us, and I appreciate all your decades of service in the Coast Guard and now with the TSA, sir. I want to start by saying thank you for doing that, for keeping our air safe, for keeping our skies safe. We appreciate that. A month ago or so, we met in my office. We had a very productive conversation. We talked about the important work that you're doing in the TSA, your vision for the TSA, the safety and security of my constituents and all Americans, and the balance between moving people through airports expeditiously and also keeping them safe. And I look forward to continuing that conversation today, sir. Also, in my office last month, we spoke very specifically about the passenger security fee for which all travelers are charged each time they fly. That fee, as we know, is $5.60 for a one-way flight originating in the United States. Nominally speaking, those funds should go to airport security. However, as we discussed, Uncle Sam is taking a large part of those funds to pay for government services having nothing whatsoever to do with aviation security. This is a classic government bait and switch where the government is telling air travelers to pay that fee to make them safer, but it's going elsewhere. A third of those funds, $1.2 billion last year, was used to fund federal expenses having nothing to do with aviation security. That is why I, along with my colleague Congressman Ruppersberger, recently introduced legislation to ensure those funds collected from that fee actually goes towards the stated intent instead of being diverted to unrelated government spending. Administrator, have you had an opportunity to review this legislation, sir?
Yes, sir, I have. Thank you.
And do you have any views or feedback on it, its efficacy, its intent, its mechanics? Do you have any opinions on it, sir?
No, sir, I think it's a great idea. I mean, it's something that really began to be diverted in 2013. Fiscal 24 was the first year it was in effect. Passengers are paying a 9/11 security fee right on their ticket. It ought to go to aviation security, and it would help offset our pay challenge and also allow us to buy more technology, because I agree 100% that we ought to be able to put the best technology in the hands of our people. We ask them to do a very difficult job. We need to give them the tools to do that.
And especially when we're telling aviation travelers, right, hey, pay more for this service, I think it's only fair that their government is candid with them and actually use the funds they're collecting for that purpose. So I look forward to staying in touch with you on that legislation, sir. Switching gears in your testimony, sir, you stated that only 38% of computed tomography procurements have been made for a full operational capable need for 2,200 or so CT machines. You've also estimated that based on projected funding as it stands, it will take you until the year 2042 to fully deploy the CT technology. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Can you give me a little insights? I mean, this is concerning, I think, to the committee, and I think that we can do better. Do you have any insights on that, sir?
What I would share with you that's, I think, particularly relevant, sir, is that we're in the position where we know exactly what we want to buy. We've bought a good portion of them already, and we have contracts in place to be able to do that. So we could spend easily triple what we are currently appropriated and not put new technology in warehouses. We could install it in airports. This technology, in particular the CT technology, closes a known security gap for us that we need to close as quickly as we can.
Thanks. I look forward to working with you on both of these issues, sir. Appreciate your time today. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.